Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy 3 Stacks in this thing, representing the squad, Team Kings of Gains, baby. And today we're going to go over something that hasn't been done on this channel, I believe. We haven't done pure True Draco before. We've done a whole lot of variants with the Draco archetype and the True Kings as well, but not just pure True Draco. And of course, you know, I think with the new ban list coming into effect, with Pendulum Magicians not being as dominant, not saying that they're not going to be dominant because they're still going to be dominant, it's a lot easier for you to keep your Masterpiece on the board, which is pretty awesome. So the goal of this deck is to pretty much summon a Masterpiece along with a backed up defensive layer of a bunch of Floodgates that prevent your opponent and restrict and hinder him from doing pretty much anything he wants, and it makes it harder to get over this card as well. So let's hop into the main deck. Starting off with monsters, we play 2 copies of Master Penis. It's all you really need because this deck recycles him very, very easily. 3 copies of Majesty Maiden, 1 Ignis Heat, and also 3 Amano Iwatos. Amano Iwato. The reason why we're playing this card is because hand traps are ridiculously prevalent, and an Ash, Ogre, or Droll and Lockburn, and sometimes even Gamma, all of those hand traps can rape you and just screw up your plans, you know, to secure your victory. So you want to just normal summon this monster, play all your spells, and don't even ask your opponent if he has a response because he can't respond. It's a really, really good card. In backwards resolution, you can still get it back to your hand, even if you demise. It's a really, really powerful boss monster. I said boss monster, powerful monster. It's 1900 as well, which gives you that body that consistently just comes back and forth to the field, guaranteeing a lot of victories. And also, he floodgates monsters on the field. So this card is a powerful sleeper bait. Believe it or not, he says monsters cannot activate their effects except spirits. So the second you normal summon him, they can't even activate sleeper because unless they're negating his summon, he's already on the field now. So sleeper can't pop anything. He's just like insane going first and going second. Like he literally locks everything out. He doesn't even activate, so Baguska does not turn him off. He's a face-up continuous floodgate that says monsters can't activate their effects, which is amazing. Really, really powerful card. Iwato is like MVP. And we also play Mariamne, the True Draco Phoenix, because it's one of the best cards you could pop off diagram. Also being searchable off of Majesty Maiden, which, you know, in tandem, like if you don't have Iwato but you open up with the way to get Maiden, you always want to summon Maiden first, then play any of your powerful draw spells. So if they hand trap you, you could chain her effect and search a card like this if you already have a diagram, or you just search directly your Masterpiece, which is really cool. So that is it for the monster lineup. For the spell cards, we play, of course, 3 copies of Double Ds, and also 3 copies of Optimus Prime to search out our field spell. Diagram is really, really powerful. I'm so happy that they didn't hit Diagram on the list. You guys know, if you watch my channel, I do too much decks with this field spell. It's a great field spell. 3 copies of Card of Demise. You need to draw all your powerful floodgates. You need to win. Like, you just absolutely have to. 3 copies of Pot of Duality. I love Duality in this deck because it's the closest thing to adding any card from your deck to your hand. It helps you to get deeper to your Iwato, or just a random floodgate that you're like, dang, this is the one that I needed, that one of Imperial Order and stuff like that. I'm not playing Desires in this list currently, just because, like, there's a problem when you either banish both your Masterpieces, or you banish, like, for example, one too many of your True Draco spells or traps, or when you banish your True King's Return. Like, I don't know, like, you can play it, and I might play it if I ever was to play this deck competitively, but I cut the Pot of Desires for some other spell you're going to see right now. 3 Disciples of the True Draco Phoenix. I still think this is the most important one. And 2 copies of Heritage. Heritage is absolutely fine in this list at 2 in my opinion because it's recyclable by this spell. And also, you can never resolve Heritage's effect more than once anyways. Granted, yeah, it's nice to always see these in your opening hand. It's really not necessary to play 3 and 3. Because the problem also is when you don't have True Draco monsters, these just become like diagram draw cards. Like just draw one off diagram. And I cut the Pot of Desires for 2 copies of Quiet Life. Quiet Life is one of the other newer floodgates that Konami has provided for a stun deck like this one. It basically says you activate it at the start of your main phase 1, which is kind of sad if you draw it off of Card of Demise, so you actually want to open up with this in your hand. That's the only drawback of it, because it's at the start of your main phase 1, which makes me want to play 3 of the card. But basically, at the start of your main phase 1, you'll activate this card, and after that, no player can special summon the turn that they normal summon, and no player can normal summon the turn that they special summon. So Spirals cannot play. They can't normal Drone or Tough and then special Super Agent. They can't go Foolish Burial Goods, dump the spell, special from hand, then normal summon. They have to open up with like Foolish Burial and Foolish Burial Goods, the 2 1-ups. And then after that, they have to get their cards popped. So I think Quiet Life's great. It rates Pendulum Magicians. Trick Stars, they cannot normal Candina and then go Lycanroc after that. So it means that they can't get that burn damage on your draw phase, which is really awesome. So I really like that a lot. It's a cool spell. It's a continuous. It's just another Floodgate to put your opponent under the maximum restriction that you can. You just don't want your opponent to go off at all. Then the traps. We'll start off with the true Draco traps. We play 3 Apocalypse and run return. Apocalypse is insane for the grind games. It's such a good trap. It wins you a lot of your duels. And then for the Floodgates, we're playing 3 Monarchs Erupt. We're playing 3 Anti-Spell Fragrance. We're playing 2 There Can Only Be 1. 1 Skill Drain, and also 1 Imperial Order. Just the best traps that you can play. I wanted to play Solemn Brigade. I was actually thinking about Judgment, Strike, Warning, and also Guiding Ariadne, pop it with your diagram, stuff like that. Just some cool little, funky ideas. I might still do that. Who knows? Who knows what's to come in the future? For example, like There Can Only Be 1 and Quiet Life aren't always going to be good against every deck, so I could just take those out for the Solemns. But I just really like them a lot because these Pendulum Magicians are still going to be dominant, I guarantee you. And this also says you can't tough agent. You can't normal tough and then special agent. It doesn't work like that. You have to normal tough, try to hit this card, but in response to normal summon, I could just pop him before you even activate his effect. Chaining, when you normal summon tough, I could just go, okay, pop him. Or I just flip Monarchs Erupt if I already have a tribute summon monster. This card's just really hard to deal with, and a lot of decks have to play around this. Trick Stars can only control 1 Candina. It makes it impossible for them to link summon. It's impossible for them to scapegoat. They can never Borlow Dragon. So believe it or not, this trap rapes so many decks. Anti-Spell and Monarchs Erupt, if you can open up with 1 or both of these, almost every deck will automatically lose because you can put a lot of pressure. And you can also get a lot of damage when you're playing, you're the only one playing, basically. The cool thing is all these Floodgates can be turned off whenever you want them to be. And that is the main deck. What I'm thinking about playing is actually the Field Spell Domain of the Monarchs. 1 or 2 of it, maybe just 1 because you play Terraformings, but it's another active Floodgate because the way I'm playing this deck, I want to get as many Floodgates on the field at first turn as possible. And you could do your diagram first and just slap Domain over it if you feel like you can protect your Masterpiece from being attacked over with Apocalypse and things like that. Then you're alright, let's just play the Domain over it, because then you're Domain, Monarchs Erupt, Anti-Spell, good luck not being able to use monster effects, spells, or special summoning from the X deck. And then you flip that, There Can Only Be 1. It's crazy. The side deck is 3 Ash, 3 Drolls, 3 Evenly Matched, 2 Spell Shattering Arrows for the Spiral matchup, Danko and Raigeki, and just 2 Kaijus to help you out, in case there's a mirror match or if there's a sleeper or Trigate or whatever. That's pretty much the main deck, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this deck profile. It's straight up Helmet. There's no maximum skill level required. You just got to know how to play your cards right and what time to flip those Floodgates. But it's a really oppressive deck, and it's Konami didn't hit it. So it's why not? If you guys want to play True Draco, I'm not mad at you. I love True Draco. But God bless you guys. Make good choices. Don't hurt your brain cells. Stay tuned for future content. You already know I'm about to update these bad boys right now. Peace, y'all.